Hi roses, I'm Rosie the reader, and roses are red. Like this video if you're subscribed, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, then watch the playlist. Spirit, what's the word for our red roses? We've got some new energy here. Aries, whoa, there's a lot going on. I'm seeing deceit, egotistical. It's coming out like it feels like there's a lot going on, that things are going to want to be slowed down. I mean, maybe you want to slow things down, but ultimately, I definitely feel like it's important for you to just go with the flow here. It was only a matter of time before you found this out, that you were going to need to go with the flow. There's something, and I read this as deceit, but this is decent, good enough. So what I'm getting is that it's not good enough. Like there's something deceitful about this energy, and maybe you being called out as being egocentric or narcissistic. Something about this energy of wanting to pull you back from what you're reaching is what needs to be ignored ultimately, and just keep moving forward. So check out the playlist. I'm adding all of these videos, all of this energy to the playlist. Let's go for a ride. And that's really resonating with me so far, with this you moving forward and just staying focused on your destination. So what else? What's the word for red rose? It might feel uncomfortable in the beginning. And you have obedient here. Maybe there was a time when you were very obedient to your messages coming from Spirit Guide. For some of y'all, this could have gone all the way back to childhood, for better or worse. I feel like you were very obedient to your Spirit Guides ultimately. So even if people were calling you out as being rebellious, you had a link to your higher self, and you knew that you were doing what you believed in. Maybe it was a game this whole time. You've been playing this game, and I just saw the Fool card at the end, at the bottom of the deck. So there's something that's like, it just keeps going on, like is never the end of the game. Even when it says game over, you just start right back up again, because the Fool is the number 0. It is the beginning of the deck, but it's also like it never really started to begin with, because 0 0 0 is like, it doesn't go against you in any way if you make a mistake. So that's the vibe. But you have full freedom to play around and see where this energy goes. And there's something about you being held back in the past. It was only a matter of time before you realized that you were being held back. Egocentric. Yeah, somebody wanted you to really care about their feelings. They were like, they can't keep up with you. Slow down. Or like maybe you used to speak really fast, or you could have some sort of a speech impediment that's requiring you to really slow down and focus on your words and every little thing about how they're pronounced, because you're really articulate. So that's required. You do spend time working out the kinks and understanding the details of things that other people may not be concerned about. You could be an accountant, or there could be something in your history that's very detail oriented. You've been obedient to God. That's the vibe I'm getting over and over. It just keeps coming out. Like, it's not just about parents. It's not about society. It could be, some people could feel like they are God, but then quickly they realize, or at some point, it's only a matter of time before they realize that your God is not just a regular guy walking down the street. Even if they have this image of Jesus wearing sandals and he's always dressed like he's from 2,000 years ago, but this is something that constantly evolves. And I personally believe that Jesus, when he came and people crucified him, that wasn't the first time. I feel like Jesus is the Son of God, is constantly coming back. This is a daily thing. If you believe, if you really, really believe, it goes so much farther than anything that can be written in the Bible or any Bible story or whatever. Okay, whatever the missionaries are teaching, I feel like for some of y'all, there's a need for you to make a choice. And that's what this game is like. Is a two-player game. And I feel like for a while you've been playing both sides of the fence. And that's what this is only a matter of time before you pick a side, because at some point you're going to be held accountable for, they want to hold you accountable for something. I don't know exactly what's happening just yet, what they're holding you accountable for, but we can dive into that. Because I feel like they're really trying to crucify you if this is the energy you're resonating with. And that's the reason why you don't really pick a side. Or maybe you play this game alone. That's why you don't let anybody in, because they're constantly competing with you where there's no competition. You have 9 of Swords here. No, I definitely feel like someone's being held up. Like someone's tossing and turning in their sleep and worrying about these people who are trying to copy you. I feel like it's way deeper than maybe you were the firstborn, you've got younger siblings who copy you. I feel like it's way deeper than that. Because your grandma could have been copying you. Your parents could have been copying you. The principal of your school, like people who should definitely have their own identity. I feel like they were looking to you for what's the next move, and then behaving just like children in the case like, oh, that was my idea. And I feel like this is happening even after school, because a lot of times I keep going back to childhood, because this could be past life situations, but I feel like it's happening in your day to day. Like the cashier is copying you every time you go to the store. There's something new about her that's similar to yourself, and I feel like it's something that she wants validation for. Like, look, we're wearing the same shoes, something like this. And I thought of it first. I've always liked these shoes. I've always liked this hairstyle. This is my idea, and I'm the original, because that's really what it's about. It's not just that they flatter you and they want to be like you and walk in line behind you, but they want to snatch your crown, sit in your throne, and dictate rules to your community, to your kingdom, basically your life. They want to sit in your control seat and control. Why is this going on? Why is this so perpetually happening to you? I feel like, Aries, because you are the first, you are the leader, and that's just something that everybody is jealous of. Everybody and their mom. You have 10 of Cups here. Everybody and your mom, possibly, because there's something coming out about family where you were ostracized as someone who's deceitful. They called you a liar because you walk in your own truth. They called you egocentric, possibly, or they might even made you out to be the devil because you were living your own life. And then with this High Priestess energy, I feel like you might have been trapped in that situation. But it's a game. And watching people spiral out of control is part of that wicked game. I feel like for some of y'all, you could be playing. And this is just confirmation that you're not alone. Even when things get really hectic and seem like they're out of control, you are still in the control seat. And nobody is copying you. They're just walking away from their own post, leaving their own identity, splitting their own mind and going crazy, and you just have to be the first to witness it. So we have the Lovers card coming out. Well, I read this as the Lovers card, but it's really 2 of Water. It's a partnership that I feel like someone else is going through this as well. You might have even been introduced to this person. It's coming off like a twin flame, someone who looks like you, but they're not copying you. It's scary. Maybe that's what you that's the reason why you walked away from this person. Because it's like a walking mirror who isn't looking at you or really even paying too much attention to you. You might have saw this person before they saw you, and it's just like, that's me. That's my identity. And this person did not steal it. They have their own connection, their own source. And it's almost like you don't want to know what this person has to say, because you know how strong and powerful your thoughts are. And maybe for some of y'all, it does not have to do with how other people feel about them. So maybe for some of y'all with this twin flame, you're afraid of getting your feelings hurt. But you have the Sun card here, and I feel like this guy wants what you want, or this woman wants what you want. This person is very successful when it comes to being themselves, and I feel like they want you for their own reasons. But it works out. Like, it's not something you have to keep checking with this person. Are you trying to steal my identity? Because they have their own identity. They're really just coming in to partner with you and share some emotions with you. I'm feeling like it's a male-female relationship. Also, what's coming out is that there's a codependency here. So this person could be someone who feels like they need you, or once you get with this person is gonna solve so many of that you might have been working on. Is like one problem replaces another problem. But this person, I feel like when they come in, it's now you really start to move to the next phase of life where you're not dealing with a bunch of problems. And ultimately, I feel like these problems aren't even yours. It's coming off like other people are projecting their energy onto you and waiting to see how you solve it so that they can go about their life with that new solution that they didn't come up with. But they're saying they came up with it. And that's why they keep end up looking like you. Because I'm really seeing a bunch of clones, but they're distorted in some way. If you, as soon as you stop giving them energy, they lose face. Like everything about them just distorts because they need your constant attention. That's the energy that I have for this reading. That's something. Subscribe, comment, watch the playlist. It's called Let's Go for a Ride. All that energy is going to be there, and I'll see you in the next one.
Roses are red. Violets are blue. Yo. Let's go to the beach.